Welcome to Fort Riley, the podcast. Today we hear from the new incoming Garrison Commander, Colonel McKannay.
It's always an honor and a privilege to get the opportunity again to command and lead. And it's exciting to be given the opportunity to lead this unique organization that is a Garrison Command. But when it comes to the welcoming, I can say that that started few weeks ago when family and I arrived. The people here on Fort Riley and the surrounding communities have been extremely welcoming, making us feel at home. It's our first time to Kansas, and it's really just been a great experience so far. So yesterday's ceremony was nice in the way that military ceremonies always are, but it was another confirmation to us of how great it's going to be here. I grew up mostly out west. I'm the son of a Marine. So in the Marines, you have West Coast Marines or East Coast Marines, and my dad was a West Coast Marine. So I grew up mostly in Oregon and California and Arizona, so mostly out in the Southwest. So, the beautiful openness and big sky country is something that makes me feel at home. Like these areas are. In that time, I spent a lot of my time on ranches and farms, so I feel comfortable in a similar type environment like it is here. And so, it really felt good, coming out of Kansas City and as we drove across from Pennsylvania, our last duty station, to here, it was nice to break out kind of into the open country and see some of that after spending so much time out on the East Coast. So, that's I think our first feeling was that. And Deidre, my wife, and I, we've tried to get out and explore some of the surrounding communities, and we plan to do that much more to see what really makes the Flint Hills region what it is. Everybody around the communities around here know that 1st Infantry Division is always at the forefront of the missions that our civilian leaders, have for us and to meet our national security objectives. So that's not going to stop. And I have to be ready from day one to support like I said, before, to support the soldiers and the families here to make sure that we are enabling readiness for these forces. So back to the previous question about, priorities, what did Colonel Schrader tell me were the most important things, and how do we make sure that we do that is exactly that. Spent a lot of time with him discussing those things. Spent a lot of time with Major General Kolashevsky, commanding general here, to make sure I know what his priorities are. And at the same time, with Installation Management Command, our other higher headquarters, when it comes to the facilities here on the installation, to make sure I know those priorities. And that was a great transition. I feel comfortable. The team here is fantastic at the Garrison. In all of our directorates that support all of those objectives, I couldn't be blessed with a better team. And that's the strength here. Is this, a lot of the strength here in the Garrison are the Department of the Army civilians who have been here for years, working the mission that I just talked about. And it's a tremendous team that I know will help me in accomplishing those goals.
Thank you, sir. Now we go to Garrison Public Affairs Officer Colleen McGee. She's talking to Lieutenant General Raymond Mason, Director at Army Emergency Relief Headquarters.
So if there was a no-kidding one-stop shop location that you could tell a soldier to go to first, where would it be?
Yep, go to our website, www.armyemergencyrelief.org. That's one of the things, too, that sometimes we're not a .com, we're not a .mil, we're a .org. And you go there, and right off the bat, you can click right on the COVID-19, and it walks you right through the process, how to do it online, all that. So that would be the single source to go to. You can get to our site from many different other places, and there's links, and there's, through digital platforms, other partners, but the single best place to go is straight to our website. It's laid out very succinctly and straightforward there. So when I meet with soldiers as I travel around the Army, I always ask them a question. I say, how many of you all donate to AER through the combined federal campaign? I'll usually get 30 to 40% of the hands go up. Well, it's a trick question. We're not in the combined federal campaign, but they think we are. And so there's a communication challenge we've got. Not that the combined federal campaign isn't a great organization, but we want the AER campaign to be all about soldiers. And combined federal campaign does all kinds of other things. And they're not really all that concerned about information. They're concerned. CFC mainly focuses on the donation itself. I'm less concerned about the donation. I'm more focused on making sure that soldiers understand who we are, how to get our assistance, and what do we do. We have over 30 categories of assistance. A lot of people go, no idea that you guys did all these things. Yeah, there's actually a great team at Fort Riley. I was there not too long ago. We're very blessed with the team that's there. And so, yeah, I mean, we get no taxpayer dollars. Everything we provide is done through donations, through active duty, through retired. Also, wealthy individuals, citizens, and corporations also donate to AER. I do have one concern in the donation side, and it's not about the amount of money. It's the percent of the active duty that contributes. Now, this is a general comment, but it is, last year it was less than 7% of all of active duty soldiers contributed to AER. That concerns me because it goes to our values and our ethos and our creed. You know, we say leave no comrade behind. That's usually kind of interpreted to be the battlefield, but I would say leave no comrade behind at home station as well. And so when you donate to AER, you're making a statement, you're making a commitment, a dedication to your Army team, and also, as I said, to your squad and to your brothers and sisters on your left and right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you for listening to the Fort Riley Podcast.